Hi everyone, my name is Daniel from Elite Furniture Moving. I'm the owner and CEO of the local moving company here in San Diego. And today I wanted to make this video to show how to pack some breakable items. I hope I can answer some questions for you, how to pack different kitchen items. So yeah, for this we would need some packing paper, we would need a moving box, and our breakable items that we want to pack. All right, let's start. So basically, first thing first, we want to make sure the boxes are only a couple different sizes, which is small, medium, and large, and not 100 different size boxes. Because if you have a lot of different sizes, it will be very hard and time consuming for the movers to bring them in a truck. Okay, so you want to make sure you have same size moving boxes or just one or two sizes, like small, medium, and large, maybe three sizes, if you will. All right. So in this case, you want to have a packing paper and put it on a table as such, and then take your breakable items and just roll it in a packing paper, which is pretty simple thing to do. And then once you roll it, you want to place it in a box. Okay. And then you go for the next one. Same way. You can just roll it like a candy and tuck this one inside, and make sure you have like a little cushion that can protect your fragile items from breaking. Let's say you would need to pack some of the smaller items, so you can just roll it as such, place them in here, same way. All right, so let's say you got some of the plates that you were looking to pack. You just put the plates similar way and just yeah, place it in a box. So before you finish packing, you want to make sure you don't overload your boxes, because if you pack it too heavy, it can break. So you want to make sure that the weight is not very heavy on those boxes. And if you need to pack some fragile items, we usually recommend to pack it in smaller boxes. If you have some maybe light items or small appliances, you can pack them in a medium, excuse me, or large boxes to make sure that they fit in a box. And yeah, basically this is the same way we do with all of the fragile items. We pack it the same way. And once you finish with packing, you want to take your marker and you want to close the box. You want to tape the box closed. And you want to write down on the side of the box, say kitchen. You can say fragile. So this way, when you write it on the side, it will be way easier and faster for the movers to grab this box and see actually where it's going. Because if you write that on the top and a lot of back steps on each other, it will be hard for the movers to actually carry it in the right place. So yeah, that's about it with the kitchen. I hope makes it clear. Let's go to the living room. All right, and one thing I forgot to tell about the kitchen is you don't want to put any liquid or perishable items in a box, such as oil, any items in open containers. You want to leave them on the side or put in a separate box, and you want maybe put it in your car, or if you're moving out of state, you want to just dispose them and buy new. We say it that way because we don't want those items to start leaking and damage all your other furniture, like for example couches or other pieces. All right, perfect. So now I'm in the living room. Here we see this TV stand that we have here in this room, and basically what we wanted to do is want to make sure all the items are taken out from the drawers to make sure that some of these pieces are moved safely. Basically, the first thing movers will check when they show up to your house is to make sure all the items are out of the dresser drawers, so they can move this piece safely. Some people will always ask, why do we need to move out these things from the dresser drawers? Why cannot I just tape it and have them go? We explain that because you don't want to damage this piece. Once the movers tilt it in different directions, they put it upside down. You don't want to damage a piece. You don't want to damage the things inside, as well as you do not want to have things fall out from the dresser drawers and maybe scratch your floor or those things. So basically, what we say it's better to just take out the things from the dresser drawers and put it in a box as such. And obviously, if you need to use a packing paper for some of the box, for some of the fragile things, you could use a packing paper. For the fragile things like this, I'll just put it in a packing paper and place it in a box. All right, perfect. So now my drawers are almost empty. I'm gonna finish emptying it out, and we'll see you in the next place. All right, so here we go in the restroom. When packing the restroom, we want to make sure that all the items go in a box, but not the liquids. Again, make sure the liquids you put in a separate place. So other than that, yeah, we can just put all the items in the box. And when it comes to some of the high value items, let's say you have some jewelry, gold, we do recommend to pack those personal items in a separate place where the movers do not have access to that. Maybe put it in your car or put it away to make sure that everyone is safe. And yeah, all the rest of the items you can just place in the box. And this way it's pretty easy to pack. So once you pack the box, once you finish packing, you can just lock the box and then write on the side of it, say this is the bathroom. You can put the name of the room, let's say master bathroom, children's bathroom, etc. So when the movers take this box out of the truck, they can clearly see and understand where to bring this box. So that will save time for you unpacking this stuff, and it will save time for the movers to when they can clearly see where it's coming from and which room they're gonna bring it in. All right, so now we check the items from outside, any of the garage items, basically any of the tools. The first thing is all these items you wanna put in one of the smaller boxes. Make sure you don't overload this, because if you put too many heavy items in one large box, when the movers lift it, it's just gonna break apart. So we don't want that to happen. We want to put all the heavier items in just the smaller boxes. Items like this, all these tools, all these heavy items, we want to put in a smaller box. Also use a packing paper, and to protect, make sure nothing gets broken or damaged. This of the liquids, again, we put it aside. We do not put any liquids inside. And if we have any of the bigger items, we want to put it in larger boxes. And less heavy items we want to put in the larger boxes as well, and all the other smaller items we want to put in smaller boxes. Right, so once we finish packing the box, we just want to lock the box and put the tape over it, and right on the side say the garage, outdoor, patio, etc. Yeah, that's about it. All right, perfect. So once you finish unpacking, you can just take all your paper and boxes, and basically what you will have to do, we have to break down the boxes, make them flat, as you know, and just place it in the recycle bin. So all you need to do is just basically take all this packing paper and boxes and yeah, just put it in the recycle. Yeah, once you do that, you're all set with the job. Congratulations in your new house. And if you have any other questions about the moving services, how to do moving, packing, wrapping, call us at this number or 619-731-0745. Again, it's 619-731-0745. We'll be happy to answer all the questions. Thanks. Take care.